Hello and welcome to Linux World. And today's topic is container platform, specifically Podman. We're going to discuss a little bit of an overview of Podman and install and run some commands to check. So I have a small document here which I like to go over first, know a bit about Podman. Podman is a container management tool that allows you to create, run, and manage containers without requiring a centralized daemon like Docker. It provides a way to work with containers in a more decentralized manner, and it's often used as a Docker alternative, especially in environments where using a daemon or root privileges are restricted. Key features of Podman. Daemonless architecture. Unlike Docker, Podman doesn't rely on a daemon. Containers are created and run directly by the user, which means it can run in rootless mode for increased security. Docker-compatible commands. Podman's command line interface CLI is largely compatible with Docker, so you can use many Docker commands with Podman, like Podman pull, Podman run, etc. Rootless containers. Podman support running containers as a non-root user, which enhances security by preventing root access to the system. Pods. Podman introduces a concept of pods inspired by Kubernetes, where multiple containers can share resources like networking and storage. This allows for more complex multi-container applications to run more efficiently. No central daemon. Each container in Podman is treated as a child process of the user. This approach reduces security risks associated with a central daemon. Kubernetes integration. Podman can generate Kubernetes YAML manifests. Podman generate kube to simplify the transition from development to development on Kubernetes cluster. Use cases. Development. Podman is used in development environments where users need to run containers locally without root access. CI/CD pipelines. It can be integrated into CI/CD pipelines to build, run, and manage containers in a secure way. Serverless environments. Podman's rootless mode is useful in environments where security is a priority. So with this being said, we know that Podman is a very powerful container management tool. It's a replacement for Docker or an alternative. Let's go to our server, test VM00, and try and install it. So let's run a command to see if it is available in our repositories. DNF info Podman will give you that information. So it seems like it is available, and there is a version number 4.9.4, and it belongs to the Rhel 9 x86 app streams repository. So let's clear the screen with Control L and install it. Install Podman -y. So it's installing Podman, and it's installing dependencies along with it. After this is done, the next thing we're going to do is download an official image and create a container and output the words "Welcome to the Podman world" inside the container. Okay, so this is installed. We're going to download the official image. So Podman pull. We're going to download a CentOS image. Version 9, CentOS stream version 9. So press enter. It's pulling that image, so we can deploy containers using this image. Okay, so if I do pod and images, now I see that I have my image here, my first image. So I am going to run echo inside a container with the command podman run CentOS stream 9. Run a command bin echo. I'm going to give it a full path. Welcome to the Podman world, just for testing purposes. There you go, we got an output. We can now connect to the interactive session of a container, like so. Run minus IT CentOS stream 9 and give me a bash shell. I must have made a mistake. Podman run, I spelled it wrong. There you go. So you can see I'm now inside my container here. I can do u name minus a, and it will give me information about the container. Okay, so at this point we can exit out of the container, and once you exit you can run podman ps to see if there are any containers running, and there aren't any because you ran it in a interactive way, and you exit. As soon as you exit out of it, the container will exit as well. To run it container as a daemon, you can run podman run minus IT, and this time we'll add a D to run it as a daemon. CentOS stream 9, and we are attaching to it, so we'll do bin bash. So if I do podman ps now, you can see a container running, and it named itself this romantic Euler and it's been up for 6 seconds. It was created 6 seconds ago, and it was run as a bin bash command. Okay, that's the process. You can attach to it actually. So we do podman exec is the command minus IT, and you select the container ID, paste that here, then you write bin bash. So there you go. Uname minus a will give you information about the OS on it, and you just exit out of here and do podman ps to check the processes, and this time it's still running because we started this container as a daemon first and then attached to it. But we could stop it. To stop it, you could do podman stop container ID, and that should stop the container. If we do podman ps, that is no longer there. So that's it for this presentation, and we will continue on container platform. In this series, we will continue with Podman. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.